Hi goodies, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Imani and today I will be showing you all an updated version of my braid out tutorial. I'll be showing you a method where you don't have to use rubber bands at the end, as well as a more detailed step-by-step. I will be featuring Alikay Naturals. They are a Black owned and family run natural hair company. And first of all, thank you all for sending me these products. It's been a really long time since I've had products that I've just actually been blown away by. I just got out of the shower. I shampooed with their shampoo and their conditioner. My hair feels super moisturized and I can easily comb through my hair with my hands. And that's something that I look for, especially being a high porosity person with my hair. Moisture doesn't really hold in my hair very well. I might not even have to use the deep conditioner, but since I'm doing a whole review, I'm gonna go ahead and follow up with the deep conditioner. But just the conditioner alone, y'all, it made my hair feel extremely thoroughly conditioned, and the shampoo made my scalp feel very cleansed, and it smells great. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the deep conditioner, wash it out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start with the braid out. Now my hair is freshly washed, and now you're gonna be like, 3 types of conditioners, Imani? Yes. I'm gonna use the lemongrass leave-in conditioner. I love using leave-in conditioners because, again, I have high porosity hair, and that means that moisture goes into my hair very quickly, but also leaves it just as quickly. So for me, I like to use leave-in conditioners whenever I wash my hair for that reason, especially when I feel like my hair has been really dry. Just do it throughout my hair. Ooh, this smells delicious. But also, pro tip, to lock in your moisture, people have this misconception that oil is a moisturizer. No, oil is a sealant. So what that means is you should be applying oil over whatever you use to moisturize your hair, whether that be water or other products such as like leave-in conditioner, because it then locks in that moisture. And the oil that I'm going to be using, the hair growth oil, for when I'm putting my braids in, and then tomorrow I'll use the other one when I unravel. So I apply right after I wash my hair the oil to the scalp, not too much, just enough to get it saturated. And then after that, I put about a dime size amount or quarter into my palm, rub it together, and then focus the oil throughout the length of my hair. But yes, oil. And then now our hair is prepped, ready, and primed to do the braid outs. All right, babe, so what you're going to need is a couple of hair ties, maybe one of these clips if you want. I've been obsessed with them recently, and I'm gonna go ahead and section your hair in half. Today, I will be doing straight backs. Disclaimer, I'm not the best braider. These braids probably won't come out straight, but that doesn't bother me at all. So I section it and part it down to the middle as best as I can. So I'm going to do 4, I believe, on each side today. Just section it as best as you can. Because at the end of the day, it's really a braid out for me. It's not like a style that I'm going to be wearing for longer than maybe 2 days while I allow it to dry. And it doesn't need to be perfect. So the curls are what I'm really going for, and as long as you prep correctly and give your hair enough time to dry, you will be a-okay, even if they do look a little raggedy. Okay, so I feel like I'm one of those Black girls who missed the memo on how to really braid and twist your hair, so if you're watching and you're like me, you're not alone. We're going to begin the first braid, and after I get to the end to show you the bandless technique, I will come right back. Once you've tightened it and you've gotten to a point where you can turn around, I say, oh wow, that looks horrible. Let me go ahead and redo this. That's much better. I'm getting closer to the end now. All right, y'all, so here's where the bandless method comes in. And when I say bandless, that means I won't be using a tiny little elastic rubber band to secure the end of my braid. I will be using my own hair to secure the end of my braid. So what I do is I braid down until there's about 1.5 inches to 2 inches left, and I will hold it where the end of the braid is, and then I will go ahead and flip it towards me while still holding on to the end. And you begin to twist the end like this, and then wrap it around the base of the braid like so. So over, under, over, under. Leaves it looking like a cute little bulb, but this is a good way to not get your hair ripped out at the ends because of the elastic bands. Even if you put oil on the plastic bands to fasten your hair, I've noticed that for me, it rips out the ends of my hair. And if you're someone who has really, really fine hair, you definitely don't want to be doing that. You want to keep as much of your hair on your head as possible. So I'll come back and show you how to do that again. So another way to do the wrap, because all that matters is that the hair gets around the base of your braid. If you can't do it the way where I'm like grabbing like this, another way to do it is just leave a little bit more hair out so that you have some room between your finger and the base of the braid, and then begin wrapping. Grab it with your thumb like this, and then wrap this as much as you can. And then when you're done and there's still that little loop, just twist just like so, and you will be left with the same little bulb. Now I am at the end of a braid once more, but this braid ended up being thicker, which is totally fine. That happens to me even if the sections are just about the same thickness. So when it's like this thick, y'all, what I do is, you know how there's 3 strands in your braid, I just get the outermost strands, so this one by itself and this one by itself, and then the one in the middle, I split it just like this. So now you only have 2 strands, like a twist, and I do that twisting thing again. So that way it's not too thick. And then I wrap these around the base, just like you would for the other one, but just separately. So I just wrap the first one, and then the second one is kind of the one that really makes sure that it doesn't get loose. So twisty, 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 and then wrap around the base, just like that. And then what you're left with is that cute little bulb. This is what the braids are looking like now. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the braids and come back to you. All right, babes, I have done the braid out all around. Came out better than I expected. I'm a little proud of my braiding skills, but now, since we did start with our hair wet, my hair was damp, almost dry by the time I was done finishing braiding my hair. So what you can do is you can either sit under a dryer, but I prefer to let my hair air dry. I don't like to use heat just to prevent heat damage for my hair. And I just usually keep the braids in until my hair is completely dry. So completely dry for me might take 24 hours to 48 hours. Hey y'all, so it is now 3 days later. I just left my braids in because it was kind of a look, at least to me. I never wear straight backs. So 72 hours, and I went to sleep every night with this thing on my head. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like a hybrid between a do-rag and a lock sock. It has a hole at the end, so my braids are right here. But yep, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this off and take these braids out. I'll be using the Alikay Naturally Unique Lock Oil, and it has rosemary in it. Rosemary oil is great for people who struggle with dandruff and other inflammatory scalp issues. So I would highly recommend this oil. It already is soothing mine. I've been struggling with an abnormal amount of dandruff very recently, but just enough to moisturize. I'm only putting this on because the last time I oiled my scalp was the 3 days ago when I did oil my scalp with the other oil. And I like to oil my scalp every 3 to 4 days, depending on how dry it feels. And now I'm gonna go ahead. This is what the ends look like, by the way. They stay in well enough. You're more than welcome to redo the ones that come out a little bit like this, but for the most part, the non-band method that we used stays together. So just so that you're not ripping out the end of your braids, just put like a dollop, a little drop, and then I unravel them like this. Just kind of like pull gently so that it like relieves itself. I'm gonna do another one. Just pull ever so gently, and then it should release itself. And you see how it's still curly at the end? And then I'm gonna go ahead and do that for all of these. And that's all the amount of oil you're gonna use. Don't put more oil throughout your hair, because it's just going to weigh your hair down and make your braid out not last as long. You only want to add oil when you're refreshing your braid out, so maybe 3 days after you take this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and unravel. Also be gentle when you're taking them out. I'm not really doing much. You try to find the original 3-strand parts and work your way from there. And just go slowly. Okay, so this is it, just taken out, not detangled. It kind of detangles itself as you go up the cornrow, which is why I kind of prefer doing cornrow braid outs over individual braid outs. And the volume's great, nice and squiggly. I personally prefer different kinds of curls, but I haven't done a braid out in a while, so this is very refreshing. Now, to get rid of your parts, like in your hair like this, I just flip my head over. I hope you guys can see me. Yeah, I just flip my hair over and just, you know, massage. Flip it like front and then side. And that oil that you did in the beginning when you were doing it between the cornrows and the droplets that you did for the ends when you're taking out the bandless ends should be enough to loosen up the curls. And you just fluff it out the way that you want, part it the way that you want, and then be about your day. And I really like the products that I used because, again, no white cast, my hair doesn't feel heavier. It smells absolutely divine even after 72 hours of me washing my hair, and I feel moisturized. It's bouncy. I would definitely actually recommend Alikay. One thing that I really want to point out is I love the shampoo because it's a liquid shampoo, one, which I've never used, and two, it has one of those nozzles that you use for oil, and I found this extremely helpful because the proper way to shampoo your hair is to apply it to your scalp, work the shampoo into your scalp, massage it, and then allow the shampoo to travel down the shaft of your hair. That's when you do your, oh Lord, hold on. That's when you do your your frequent shampooing, apart from when you're cleansing. There's a difference between shampooing and deeply cleansing your locks. So I might do a whole video on my interesting month routine for shampooing. Comment below if you like that. But thank you so much, Alikay, for giving me these curls. Nice and luscious. And I hope you guys give them a try. I actually genuinely really like their products, and I was pleasantly surprised by how they feel after the fact, and my hair doesn't feel filmy. It feels shiny. It feels revived. So thanks again for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, comment things that you want to see next. And as always, have a fantastic rest of your day wherever you are in the world, goodies. Bye.